Welcome everyone, I'm Adam. And in this problem, we're going to be verifying the identity secant x minus cosine x is equal to sine x times tangent x. And specifically, we're going to start with the left-hand side and turn that into sines and or cosines. So let's get started. We're going to take our left-hand side, secant x minus cosine x, and we want to turn that into sines or cosines. We already have a cosine, so we just have to turn our secant into what we know as 1 over cosine. Secant x is 1 over cosine x. So we make that substitution. So leaving us with 1 over cosine x minus cosine x. Now to verify the identity, what we want to do is take this expression on the right-hand side and manipulate that and show that it can be equal to sine x times tangent x. So where we're going to go from here is we don't have a lot to go on as far as immediately putting into sine x times tangent x, but we do so we have a multiplication here. So my intuition says that we're going to perform this subtraction to kind of combine these two things. So to perform the subtraction, we're going to think of this as cosine x over 1 and find a common denominator. And we're going to do that by multiplying our cosine x by cosine x over cosine x. And what that gives us is our numerator is going to be 1 minus cosine times cosine, or cosine x squared, all over the common denominator, cosine x. Now where are we going to go from here? Well, in the last section, we saw this pop up a lot. 1 minus cosine squared or 1 minus sine squared. And in that case, we went and used our Pythagorean identity, namely that sine squared x plus cosine squared x, right, is equal to 1. So looking at 1 minus cosine squared x, in our identity, we can see that sine squared x is equal to 1 minus cosine squared x. So we can make that substitution. 1 minus cosine squared x is equal to sine squared x over cosine x. Now what can we do from here? Well, we've got a little more condensed, and we take a look at the right-hand side. We have sine x times tangent x. So I see a single term of sine x. So at least my intuition says maybe I should bring out a factor of sine. So we'll do that. So bring out a factor of sine x, and we'll have this multiplied with sine x over cosine x, which we know to be equal to tangent. Tangent is sine x over cosine x. So giving us sine x times tangent x, which verifies our identity. Thank you very much.